Give me a U.
Give me an
A. What does that spell? UA.
That'd be good. That's our intro right there. All right. Hello, folks. I'm JR. I am with,
Eden?
L.
Maddie.
and we're gonna ask him a few questions. First off, for the people at home, who you're cosplaying?
I'm cosplaying Asui, or Froppy, from My Hero Academia.
Also from My Hero Academia, I am Ochaka Uraraka, or Urevity.
I'm also from My Hero Academia, and I'm Mina Shido.
And who's your favorite girl? You know, who's which one? Best girl, right?
Best girl?
Look, all three of them just decided best girl.
She is. She's so wholesome.
It's invisible girl for me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Right over here.
Oh yeah, she's right over there. She's the third. She's the fourth one. She's just like doing her thing.
She's chilling.
All
She
right.
decided to be naked today.
Right. Like I'm serious. Like, is it a special costume she wears, or she's just naked? I don't remember.
She has to be naked for
She
her.
has to be.
She just wears gloves so
Yeah.
people know where she is.
So-
She takes them off.
So like it gets to me. It's like, and then when they were doing the like, oh yeah, spoilers for My Hero Academia. Go watch it like right now. All right, thanks for coming back. It was a long 4 days, right? I don't know how long that is right now, but for sure, like when they were doing like their special like super moves, ultra moves, I was like, what is gonna be your ultra move? Like
Stealing.
Stripping.
Oh.
stripping.
Okay, I just thought stealing.
All she has to do is the anime thing where she's like, boom, there we go, done.
I think that she should have like a thing where, like a glove where she touches things, they also become invisible, because then she can steal things.
That'd be pretty cool.
From like,
Pretty good.
steal things from enemies.
Just put them in your mouth.
Okay, that one.
Right.
That actually, that's
Small thing, you just go, hold
my
it,
God.
it's gone.
Yeah, it has to disappear, right?
Yeah.
It's just because like everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's probably so
Stomach.
smart.
She's. You know what's funny? Like when you're thinking about like when you go more into thought, it's like when she was born.
How do you
Like-
discover that you can keep stuff in your stomach?
Like no, but when she was born.
Maybe, okay, not legal, but
See?
like maybe she drank a lot and she was like, well, it's not affecting me. I don't know. I don't know what she does in her spare time.
See what I mean? Like when you start thinking about these things, like how does that work? You
Maybe
know?
she decided to eat a lot of frogs. Like, I don't know.
Now question.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, but you know, that magician did it and then he got it out of his mouth. It was a whole thing.
Also another thing, like how to like okay, so does she herself is invisible to herself or can she see herself?
I don't think, because
if
like,
her hand's
if she's in the mirror, I mean, I don't think you'd see anything.
I don't know, but there's one.
You can like feel where you are.
So
I think she's used to it by now.
maybe because like it has to be, right?
Yeah.
If your quirk only starts when you're 4, was she visible as a child?
Wait, what does she look like?
What does she look like?
Oh,
Give us Hagakura baby pics! Baby pics!
Baby pics.
just empty.
It's just an empty photo frame.
Quirk doesn't start
I
until you're
know
4.
this.
Imagine her photo family album. It's like there she is when she was 6. Where?
Where
From then on.
we have photos until she's 4, then there's no more.
Yeah, it's like I was like I miss my
She
daughter.
doesn't know how puberty affects.
I miss my
She's
daughter.
like, I'm right here.
It's like, she was so young. I lost her when she was 4.
At least you can always sneak out of the house.
She probably does that, or did that. You
Bye,
know.
bitch.
What? Imagine they just put powder, all on the house, and it's like,
Oh, actually, maybe.
yeah, it's like, I see you. It's like,
Or
Yeah.
a really creaky house.
or what if the mom is also invisible and she just walks naked in the house, and then it's like, where do you think you're going? It's like, oh, mom, you're there. I'm sorry.
It's an invisible household. Everything they own is invisible too.
All right, there.
No, but the powder thing is pretty good. Like for the parents out there, you put powder on the floor like flour,
Yeah,
and if she steps, you see her footstep.
exactly.
Yeah? Don't let your daughter sneak out at night.
Well, you want a picture? You want a picture? Go ahead. You're good. That's the power of editing. Ain't that right? So why Froppy, why Ozaka, and why Mina?
She had the wig.
She had the wig. I love that. It's like she had the
I
wig.
mean,
This was mostly me. I made all 3 of the costumes,
it's
and
her. Elle does cosplay.
I do. So I basically convinced them that they should come here with me and do cosplay.
By convincing, you mean like get over here.
She did come all the way to Hong Kong to visit me. I'm not saying what happened there.
Wow.
But yeah, I was really excited about these costumes because as much as I love the girls, their costumes are a little difficult, like their hero costumes, but I didn't want to do the schoolgirl.
Right.
Also because it's hot in Austin.
Yeah.
So this was like, hey, we can have pom-poms, which are lots of fun. And
Very fun.
I already had a lot of the parts and elements because I already wanted to cosplay these characters. And so I was like, hey, I can share the love and be able to cosplay with my friends, which is like the best feeling of all time.
Yeah.
So you guys have watched My Hero Academia, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your favorite thing about it?
I think. Oh, we're about to get real deep here.
Oh.
No, or not. I'll try to keep it like the whole.
No, you can go as deep as you want.
The like. A couple of days ago, we were talking about how like. It's kind of like a bunch of tropes that they've kind of like mixed and matched, and like, yeah, it's subverting the genre as you said, but essentially how. Damn, I don't remember. It was something about Mineta and being a pervert.
Yeah,
And
he's a pervert, but it's also sort of like
it's not like
glorified.
He's not like a
It's
40-year-old
not-
man
Definitely.
pervert.
It's not
I've noticed
glorified,
that.
and it's not like some adult preying on all these children. It's like
A
everyone
dude with a diaper.
and everyone knows
Trust.
that one kid at 15 who's just like, oh my god,
So
girl.
I love the idea that he's like the shittiest fucking character, and all the other characters like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
It's just like, dude, chill. What
Yeah.
are you?
It's like, oh, I can't wait for those girls. It's like, dude, come on.
He
never
never
gets
gets
it.
anything,
Right.
which is pretty cool. And also like the thing about how the bad guys, some of the things that they say and they do, while they're killing people, so not super cool, but
Not
like,
great.
but like the whole hero.
They're not wrong.
It's hard to be against their ideology when their ideology isn't wrong.
Like
So you
there are
find
bad things
yourself
on either side, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like the hero system's broken, and it's
Yeah.
these kids learning that the things that they've idolized aren't true, and they have to grow up and
Right.
try and become
Yeah,
the best
and
they can be, which is like
you really
really
see that
wholesome.
with like Endeavor and Bakugo, you know.
Stain is like one
Yeah.
of my favorite villains of all time because he's like, I'm killing all of y'all because you're dirtying the word hero.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all, you suck. And the only true hero in my eyes
Is All Might.
is All Might. But then he says Deku. He says Deku, and then he sees Toriko, and he's like
Todoroki?
Toroki. Yeah, Toroki, and he's like, no, y'all real.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, you're killing people. Oh, but I get what you say. Just, you know, I get what you're saying.
Deku's
maybe
like,
show them the
I
murder.
get it, dude, but
very
like,
much like make your words and your actions line up, and like really like back up what you're saying with your actions, and not just be a hypocrite and subscribe to whatever
Yeah.
society's
he will hate the shit of like Miss Giant or whatever, Lady Giant.
Yeah,
Mountain
I
Lady.
feel like
Silent Lady.
that was like a reason she was like in one of the first episode.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
one of the first heroes you see.
And
See,
you
and
you
then
know
she's like,
you see that she's doing it for the money and for the fame,
Right.
She's like, hey, give me free stuff.
which is
Right.
like
I'm hot.
which is not like I guess the point of the hero stuff at the beginning when all the quirks started coming out. You know, I don't know.
No, it's because it shows society and how it is and how like society is losing faith in heroes bit by bit,
Yeah.
especially with Stain being like right there and like showing like you guys, all of you are fakes. You are not real. Like the like the second hero, the second best hero, he only wants to be the first hero. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
save people. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's just straight up like, no, I just want to be the first.
Yeah, Bakugo, which
Yeah.
is like the disparity between Bakugo and Deku is like you really see that difference, and you really kind of. I mean, if you're getting into it, you know.
But at the same time, no character is flat. There's no
Yeah.
character who's all the way good or
Yeah.
all the way bad. Like,
They really develop
No
the
one's-
side characters,
Yeah.
which I love.
I enjoyed Deku as well because like he was courtless the whole time, and then he believes that I need to be like All Might, I need to be like this, and then when you see him doing the kicks, he
Yeah.
realizes what he is, and he realizes maybe I shouldn't always be like him. I should be my own hero, and he
Yeah.
still believes in the heroism. He still believes in what he wants, but like he listens to Stain,
Yeah.
he listens to what other people see in heroes, and he slowly but surely realizes like, maybe heroes aren't like what I thought they were.
Yeah.
Like I love them, I will always love them, but we need to be different.
Yeah.
But
It kind of like makes me think it's kind of like a metaphor for like you don't have to have powers to be like a good person and like a hero to your society, kind of something like that.
oh no, they're fine.
Yeah.
Coming of age story.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So and I love the idea like, because the problem with a lot of shonen is that there's like you're strong. Okay, here's a stronger enemy. Okay, now
Now you're
let's
OP.
train. Now let's train to get stronger. I'm now Super Saiyan 57.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, we get it. Boring. This one,
When will
But
you
that's why
learn
it's so popular
that your
because it's like
actions are
subverting all that genre and
consequences?
everything.
yeah, exactly. And like what I love is that every single hero has a limit. They have a limit.
Yeah.
What is your limit? That's your limit. Cool. What do you do to pass? Yes.
Like, you reach a
Equipment.
limit, it doesn't mean that you're at the end.
Right. And they
Constantly introspective.
Yeah, I'm just
like I love that idea because like they use either equipment or they use different skills. Like Bakugo, you think Bakugo would be like this fucking idiot, but he's like third, fourth place in like academics, and I was like, motherfucker, what? But like you're an asshole, but cool. I love that Bakugan is Bakugo. I always can't try to say Bakugan. Bakugo is like. But like for sure, like I love like how he's not just like screaming idiot. He is
Yeah.
a very smart guy, and you can see that he plans out his attacks. It's like, oh yeah, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Especially when the second attack villains did it, and he's
Yeah.
like planning what to do, and he realizes, oh shit. But and you see him tie down. It's like, okay, I can get away from them, but he's gonna stop me. He's gonna do this.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that, and it's just like it shows them. Like how, and you're thinking like, oh, he's gonna become a villain. No, he's straight up like, fuck all of you. I'm gonna be a good guy and I'm gonna kill all of you. Wait, what? but what is your? So what is your? It's probably hard to say this, but what is your favorite character and moment in My Hero?
Ooh. Okay.
You want to start?
No.
Okay, my favorite character is actually Suyu because one, I love frogs, they're adorable, and
Yeah.
two, her personality like really matches
Yeah.
up with mine of like, yeah, I don't really care, like I'm gonna say what I want, you can do your thing.
What I love it though,
Get
in
up.
one episode, yeah, in one
Get up, get
episode, she says like, no, what you're doing is the same way as villains, breaking the law and doing this. And then later on, it's like she starts crying and saying,
Oh my God,
I'm
I
so
literally started
sorry.
crying when she was crying. I was like, no, don't
So-
do this to my child.
So what was really interesting about what she did that is like how today's society, we are more aware of our people's feelings, are more respectful of them.
She's being a good friend. Like a lot of them, like a lot of it's really interesting friendships, and I think she has the healthiest relationships out of anyone. That she's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna communicate to you how I feel, and you have to tell me how you feel, and I'm not gonna back down from this. And I want you to know what's going on with me, and I think that's like, it's good to see in anime.
That's
'cause
what I
sometimes
do,
they-
and I always cry.
I completely enjoyed her thing because like she said, I sometimes say things without thinking,
yeah,
and I'm sorry.
Oh,
And I was like, and I was just like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Because it really touched me because I had a former friend not respect something I didn't like them that they said. And it's like, can you please not say that? And they just kept going and kept going and kept
Yeah.
going. And it's just like,
Which is really not cool.
yeah, it's like, my dude,
if
well,
you're asking-
we're done.
If you're asking respectfully for someone to stop something,
Yeah, I didn't like
it's-
flip her off or anything. I was like, hey, my dude, like that hurts. And it's like, well, I don't care. And it's like,
it's not about being PC or anything. It's just about being like respectful to like your friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, like what you're saying literally hurts me. And then I love that Froppy was like, hey, I thought about what I said. This hurt. Yeah, and like, I don't want our friendship to be like this. And it's like, oh my God, Froppy, this is good.
I didn't feel like I could have fun with you guys after this happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
y'all are traumatized. Like,
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, they're still just children.
They're 15 and they've seen so much. I'm just like, oh my God.
What about you?
My favorite character is Todoroki because I love his whole like character arc. Like it's just like my favorite like plot development. Like I love that his whole thing. Like he has his own backstory and his own like struggles or whatever. But it's also
Are you All Might's love child?
I fucking love that you think, oh, that's the Sasuke, we got it, yeah, we know, and then straight, oh, like high five right there, yeah, yeah, and then straight up goes like, nah, my mom, I hate my dad, and then it's like, y'all,
such a good like character arc and his whole like progression of learning to be able to use fire without hating himself for
So-
it.
Yeah.
it hit home when he's like, hey mom, I came to talk to you, and it's like, children with parents that are really hard to talk to, it's like, hey pa, hey da, like, hey mom, I gotta.
It's such like a healthy relationship with Deku, and it's such like a foil to his relationship with Bakugo, and I love that because it's like a healthy.
interact with people.
I know,
now,
and
I'm
he's
like,
like
"That's so good.
And it's like he has like an actual healthy relationship that's not toxic, and it's like, hey, you helped me out with this thing, I want to return the favor, we're having this and that.
All right.
We're back and closer.
We're back. Yeah, we are closer. Hey, yeah, we have to move. No, it was my quirk. It was teleportation. We all teleported just now.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
I don't know what happened.
Is that? So I would love to talk to you about My Hero all day long.
Yep.
But let's have to wrap it up, sadly.
Yeah.
But for sure, My Hero is one of the best shows that has come out this year, and like you said, it has changed the genre for sure. It has done. It's going by the rule book, yet they add something very new.
Yeah.
And if you have not watched My Hero, go watch it. It's a fantastic show. It's on the 3rd season already, and it's
Shout out
just
to
great.
Kirishima, best boy.
Oh my God, yes, best boy. He's so cute and wholesome.
Sometimes you just need wholesomeness.
Oh yeah.
His friends
It's a
are fun.
wholesome show. It's just full of good communication and
And
it
fun,
doesn't
but it's
glorify
okay.
toxicity. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Great. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So last 2 questions. What is some advice you want to give cosplayers / Congors?
Okay. Well, it's my first con ever.
Baby's first con.
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Thank you. So, just go for it. Really, like, she kind of. I'm not saying anything. It's against my contract. But no. Yeah. I just kind of.
Don't get sappy on me. I will start crying.
I will cry
can't
too.
get the
No.
emotion.
Okay. It's all good. Yeah. I think. I mean, honestly, just go for it. She made these costumes. She's amazing. She's again Elda's cosplays. Follow her. Yeah, it's just kind of like even if you don't have friends that are going to be to whatever con that you want to go to, you could still go. We met a bunch of people who were like alone, but we're all here together. We're a big community, especially for Rooster Teeth as well.
Yeah.
So like we all like the same stuff. That's why we're here. So like. Just kind of go for it. People will ask you if you're like a new cosplayer and you don't know what's going on. People will ask you for pictures, which is something I did not know. Which was I didn't.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, we had like three kind interruptions, and it's just these girls are just fantastic. Look at them.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So I don't know what to say. I just literally
Go have fun.
Go for it.
go do it.
Just
Do it.
do it. Like yeah.
I know for me, you've covered a lot. Oh my God, veteran as if. But I know for me, a lot of times I will put something together and I don't feel confident about it. I see everything wrong with every costume I make.
Oh, trust me.
But like, there's no reason to not make one because of that. Because you'll come here and everyone will compliment you and everyone will say, "Wow, you did such a good job." And even if
They're like, no, this is such nice cosplays. She did it. We didn't do anything.
even if there are things that I wish I could fix or I wish I could do differently, I know that when I get the finished product out there, my friends and the people who see it are gonna like it, and you have to be confident in that and not second guess it. And it's hard and you can't do it all the time, but you really just have to like fake it till you make it and pretend to be confident, because then you will be.
Also with hoey things, just do it.
Oh yeah, just
do
go
it.
for it.
No, seriously.
Cosplay
seriously.
is not gonna say you can be as hoey as you want.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm just saying.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like you just make your own thing. You don't even have to make your own thing if that's not your thing.
Yeah.
Like show up as however you want. It doesn't, especially with like if you want to do cosplays of like anime characters, their costumes don't make any sense. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate.
Yeah,
just
like,
do your
excuse
own
me,
variation.
how does this work?
This
Like,
is
what?
ridiculous.
Right, I never understood that.
Like that's another thing. Was she born with like pink skin? Did she just
What do her
gradually
parents look
turn
like?
pink? Did her
she
sclera
was
just
born
blacken?
With horns, because that must have hurt.
Oh,
I know.
How does horns equal acid? I don't understand.
She's a demon.
She's
Of some sort.
demon.
Alien.
Alright.
Alien queen.
Alien queen.
All right, last question. What is something you wish to change in the cosplay community or the community in general?
I'm new.
You'll get there.
Right when like things end, people just like leave, and I'm like, no, we could take more pictures and to do more things. Like, don't leave right away. I know you want to get comfortable.
Or like they got panels to get to. Like sometimes you gotta leave,
but like,
be
like,
nice.
I
Be
wanna-
nice.
Yeah.
New friends, sweet.
Oh yeah. Also, I mean, I'm new, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, when people ask us for pictures, and then like other random people just in the background, just like, GG.
Yeah.
It's just like, you could also ask for a picture. We're already.
Don't do that. Don't do
All
that.
the way, you can just be like, "Oh, do you mind?" And we'll just not.
Yeah,
We're just-
exactly.
we'll just be
Because
like,
we're
"Yeah."
like that. We're like,
We got our legs in the air. Like we can't move too much. But I think there's a lot of good things in the community right now. I think there's a lot of, at least online, there's a lot of angry people about some things that are justified, but I think there's a lot of just like angry shouting online rather than constructive criticism. And as much as like, yeah, no one's perfect and you can't fix everything, but there's no need to like be so aggressive when someone does something wrong. Like, we can chill out and just like.
Hey, yeah, hello. I am JR031. So sadly, I did not notice that my memory card was being full, and I sadly cut off what these wonderful people had to say, especially with this very important question that I always ask people, and hopefully I can remember what they said. But what she was speaking about, she was saying that whenever something bad happens, whenever a cosplayer does something, the best thing to do, and hopefully I'm getting what she was saying correctly, and if I'm not, hopefully she comes and corrects me. But what she was saying is that the call-out idealism that happens whenever someone does something wrong, we should learn how to correctly use it. That way it doesn't become a double-edged sword or a weapon. We don't want it to become a weapon. We want it to be a thing that brings out the badness of people, and that badness that people did is in their face, and they can hopefully realize what they did that was wrong and hopefully change for the better. And hopefully that's what I'm getting at, and hopefully that's what she said. Again, it happened so quickly, and she was very informative what she was having to say, so hopefully I got that correctly. And again, if you're watching this and I'm getting that wrong, please correct me on the comments below, and I will try to re-upload this with the right information. What the Mina cosplayer said is that what the Froppy said earlier, where it's like, hey, let's what in her words, hoe it up, meaning that revealing clothing is, you know, do your thing. If you wanna do your revealing clothing with some of the cosplays you want to do, go for it. You know, go for it. And you know, as Osaka said, cosplay is not consent, and that's a great thing to say. And what Mina said as well is that there's a certain limit to if you wish to do revealing clothing. What they, and I believe as well, is don't sexualize children. And they went on and saying that that they believe the show that they're cosplaying, which is My Hero Academia, does a good job of not super like fucking doing that to these teenagers. It's always just the older characters. The teenagers are literally like wholesome, and the most revealing clothing I guess they have is the costume of the one who, you know, takes out her corpus and make things. So they basically said what an earlier interview said, is just that don't sexualize children, and I wholeheartedly believe that's the way to go, because it's just, oh, my cat, and that's just a thing that I believe that people need to really understand, because I think it does perpetuate a kind of idealism of fetishizing teenagers and fetishizing younger people. So definitely that's a great thing that the Mina cosplayer said. And again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to the people who I interviewed as well. Thank you for your time. You guys were amazing, and anybody else who's watching this, thank you so much. Remember to support these people, support me with watching these videos and sharing them and telling these people stories and just showing the fun and love of cons. So remember to watch, learn, play something every day, and then talk about it. We'll see ya next time. Bye.